I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell, and this is consumer news we can use. Flooring's the first thing people will notice when walking into a home or business. That's why it's so critical that whatever floor you decide on, the person that installs it knows what they're doing. Joining us today is TrustDALE Certified Partner Shay Reason, owner of After 5 Floors. He's here to explain why it's so important to have a pro install your floors. Shay, take it away. Why is that a big deal?
Well, there's a number of reasons why you want to make sure you've got a trained flooring professional in your home rather than a handyman or, just a general contractor doing the install. We see this many times on our projects where we're called in to do repairs to fix what the handyman left out or what the guy that was originally doing the painting that said, oh, yeah, I could put in your floors also. A lot of problems that we see, particularly with these vinyl plank waterproof floors that are out there, you've got to have a really good solid subfloor. The subfloor is the main contributor to these floors breaking, cupping, and just basically coming apart right there in your home.
So I would imagine a handyman will install what you want and not necessarily what you need compared to what you want. Am I right?
That's exactly right, Dale. What we see in these instances is you have, as the consumer, you've been out, you've shopped at a big box store, you've seen the color that you want that'll go perfect with the paint you've selected and the fixtures. And let's just get down to the point. You've seen it on pictures and you've got the look you want. You're at the box store and you see the color you want, and you've really not given a lot of thought to, is that floor going to work in my home or in my office in this area of this? Is the performance going to be what I need? And the handyman, he doesn't know the questions to ask. He's just there to do what you've asked him to do, and that's take the floor from the box store and put it on your floor, and with very little regard to all the steps in between.
Shay, I have a close friend who put hardwood floors in his basement, and then his basement flooded, and he had a huge mess on his hands. Is that common?
It's very common. We get a lot of calls. A lot of them visit trustdale.com and put in there, hey, I got a flooring problem. After 5 Floors comes up and we're showing up to look at these issues. You've got, in a lot of instances, you've got solid hardwoods that have been put in a basement concrete slab area. Solid hardwood is not made for that environment. It will immediately cup. And you do have those instances where people have said, well, I've had it down there for years and I never had a problem. Well, you're very fortunate that you've never had that problem, because that's not supposed to happen. And that is a very expensive decision that you've made. You've worked really hard for your money, and you want this project to finish out nicely. Consult an expert that knows what they're doing. Don't just let the handyman put down the wrong product.
Oh my gosh. Tell me what you get with the pros at After 5 Floors. Continuing training, knowing the product, matching the product with your needs. Talk about the training you guys go through.
Yeah, Dale, that's an excellent point. Not only do we have vendors that are first-class manufacturers of products where we know the sourcing, whether it be in Asia or a variety of countries around the country, or even a lot of products are being made more and more in the US. So knowing where that product comes from, a lot of these vinyl planks and laminates do have a recycled component to them. So knowing where that raw material came from is very important in the long-term performance of your floor. Then there is the training side of it for the installation, which is actually the most important part. If we've got a good product, we want to make sure that we've got one of our crews out there that has been through some training on subfloor preparation to not only notice the difference between if the floor is uneven, but is it structurally safe? When you've demoed a previous floor that has been installed, a lot of times that floor, the subfloor comes with it. So now we could have damaged the integrity of that subfloor. So years to come, as you're walking on that floor, it can continue to weaken, and you can have long-term effects to the structure of your home.
I can't tell you how many friends over the years have told me that they went to a big box store, picked out floor that they thought was pretty, and hired a sub to install it Big mistake, right?
It's a big mistake, and one thing that we haven't touched on yet is warranty. You know, that you want to quickly be able to go back to that handyman that did the install, and he's not in business anymore, or he's moved on. You know, he's moved out west or up north to be with family, and he's not in business anymore to take care of your needs. And for sure, the big box stores, they're not going to flip the bill. They have no part of this anymore. It was a cash and carry sale. And that's what we protect you against at After Five Floors.
Talk a little bit about your warranties.
Well, the products that we work with have manufacturer warranties. So when we come into your home, we know once again that the product has been sourced well, and we know that the product we put in is going to perform. And then on top of that, you have our lifetime installation warranty. So on the products that we are installing, that we source for you, we can stand behind those products, and know that you've got someone on your side to make sure that your floors are going to look good long term.
Plus, you have the TrustDALE $10,000 Make It Right guarantee. As I say, it's rare, but it's real, and we've never had to use it with After Five Floors because you guys are such pros. But it essentially means, Shay, that we stand behind your work, and we're standing behind it up to $10,000. Tell folks how they can get in touch with After Five Floors.
Well, Dale, we make a great team, and you can figure out how to work with us by visiting trustdale.com, type in After Five Floors. You immediately qualify for the $10,000 Make It Right guarantee whenever you contact us through the TrustDALE website. You can also visit us at afterfivefloors.com. We're going to come out, we're going to bring samples to your home or office, we're going to take measurements, provide you with a written quote, and give you time to make the right decision.
And even if you don't find After Five Floors through TrustDALE, make certain that you register your purchase to get the protection of the $10,000 Make It Right guarantee. Shay Reason, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Dale.
You bet. And we'll see you next time on Consumer News We Can Use.